Hey everyone, how you doing? I think I'm doing just great. Today is a good day, like a lot of the days have been. And hey, I'm starting you guys off with my guy here, my baby. And oh, here he is. Here he is. Here's my love monkey. Here's my love monkey. I love you. I love you, monkey. Hi. Say hi, Pooba. Yeah, hi, Pooba. Just the snout just makes me crazy. I love this snout. Look at this. Snout cam. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Hey. Oh, stop. Stop. Love you. Ah. He's so funny. He makes my day. Okay. Today I'm doing a mukbang. Mukbang. Okay, so there are a lot of schools on pronunciation, but I'll do it how I want to do it. So there are several items here, and let's get a better shot at everything and try to, wow, kind of like a ride we went on here. Okay, so what I did is I went out today. I bought several different kinds of teas because you know my thing with teas, and I made hope you can't see everything. I made fakin right here with pure organic turkey breast. So the other day I bought organic turkey because I was just like really dying for turkey, and I thought, I'm gonna look forward to eating this, and I thought, nah, I don't want it, so I gave it all to Pooba. Pooba got to eat it, not all at once, but he ate pieces. So today I was thinking again, oh my god, I'm dying for like some meat, you know? So I went back to the store again, to the health store, because that's the only place I shop virtually. And I bought the organic turkey breast again, and egg whites, and dehydrated bananas. These are not banana chips, or dehydrated bananas. And they are so good. Okay. And I restocked my date sugar. So I make date paste for my cookie recipes, but you can't use date paste in tea, so I got date sugar. So this is fakin and organic egg whites, cage free of course, dehydrated bananas, see, for dessert, date sugar for my tea, and I had to splurge, guys. I love these. These are so delicious. They're not organic, they're not healthy, but they are so, I think they're scrumptious, see? So I bought these, and then I bought Pukka 3 cinnamon tea. So these are tea bags. They're not, you know, like loose leaf tea, because I didn't feel like doing loose leaf tea today, all right? But I did feel like doing my bamboo utensils that I do every day. Why? Because I can. So I bought 5 or 6 teas, but right now it's a toss-up between jasmine, because jasmine is my all-time favorite tea. I love jasmine. But I saw this, so I thought, you know what, this is interesting. It's called 3 Cinnamon Tea. And I kind of started without you guys. So this is jasmine tea, right? It's Paromi jasmine tea that comes in the glass clay containers, which is very beautiful, but the tea is just absolutely out of this world. But I'm going to try this, so you guys are going to try it with me for the first time, see what they look like. Here you see that? And okay, let's see here. So let's see what this looks like. And it smells really good. I mean, it smells like cinnamon, right? So, but cinnamon is really good if you have any sugar level conditions, hypoglycemic, hyperglycemic. Either way, actually, they're on opposite ends of the pole, but sugar is still good because it regulates your blood sugar. I don't have any conditions except insanity a lot of the times, and cinnamon probably won't address that. But aromatherapy is really good, even for people who indulge in insanity. Right, so that's that. You know what? I want to take this out because these are pyramid tea bags, and I just want to like sniff it and just check it out to see if it's pearl tea or leaf tea, how they have it. So it's just leaf tea right here. I think they're bleached bags though, but you know what? I really don't mind either way. Oh, it smells so good. It's green jasmine tea. It's not just jasmine by itself. Because higher end teas, most of the time they make it green jasmine tea. They don't just make jasmine tea, which I wish they would. So, okay, put these here, and let's mukbang. Okay, let's, okay guys, several people DM'd me last vlog, and they asked me what lashes I wear. So I don't wear lashes. I don't like false lashes. I have implants. That's false enough. So these are just my own lashes, and actually I'm gonna admit it's store-bought mascara because I've tried all the high-end mascaras, Dior, Yves Saint Laurent, and Too Faced, Better Than Sex. Nothing's better than sex. Okay, all those mascaras, and they're really not all that. That's my opinion. So I think this is actually a CoverGirl. So it's one of the CoverGirl mascaras. So I manipulate my lashes. I don't red my lashes. I don't coat them. I don't prime them. I just take my cheap mascara in today's case, and I manipulate my lashes with the wand, and that's it. Because like I said, I don't like falsies. So I love this stuff. The classic catch-all, okay? I mean, how could you not love this stuff? Anyways. So, let's talk. My court situation was so bad in the beginning, and then through faith, through a lot of hope, things started going well. I finally got rid of the former attorney, and I've been through 4 attorneys by now, including this one. And then I got another attorney on the case, and I hoped that he was going to be really good. And it turned out that he's not. He's he's an asshole like the rest of them. I even tried to get him off the case, and the judge in San Fernando refused to let him off the case. The judge that I had, and this is all I'm going to say for that case so far, is that as far as what I'm going to divulge about that case, is that that judge is a coward, and I always look down on cowards. I detest cowards. He's very underhanded and sneaky. He puts things on the record to make himself appear to look good, but he doesn't, and he's not professional. And I'm not saying that because I didn't get a favorable outcome. In fact, I did not get a favorable outcome, but I'm saying it's a matter of fact, you know. So as far as my other court cases, they're still going, and if this was the old me, I would have been really worried. I would have been stressed out, and I have had my bad moments lately where I was stressed out, but it was so brief. It was actually fleeting, because I have this spirituality, this newfound understanding of God and spirituality and the universe and energy. And there is a spirit in the energy in the universe. I'll talk about that in future blogs, to where this process, this train of thought has really saved me. Your thoughts are energy. The energy that you put out there is actually physical. You can manifest things bad or good, and it's actually a fact. It's not mind over matter, but it is mind over matter how you can manipulate things to happen for you for the better. So that's what I will say about that. I won't say I'm lucky, but I'm so fortunate. I asked for the answers, and the answers have come to me. They come to me again and again slowly. But I think I've come to more wisdom and newfound wisdom as far as hope, spirituality, and making positive things happen for myself, because I've always been alone. I mean, really, really all alone. And I'm so fortunate that I sought the knowledge that I needed, and knowledge really is power, and wisdom, well, even more so. So, sorry, this is really good. I usually don't speak with my mouth full, but I have to because I'm doing this mukbang. And I am very blessed to have all the good things that I do. And it all comes down to God and the universe. And I thank God for all of this. Now, today's main subject is relationships, and this pertains to all types of relationships, not just romantic relationships. And I watch a lot of YouTube. I'm not just a YouTuber, but I watch a lot of YouTube. I hope you can't see my crotch. This is a glass table, so and I'm wearing a skirt today, so I'm doing my best. There. So I've been watching a lot. I watch videos for different reasons. A lot of the times I watch train wrecks on YouTube because it's really entertaining, it's amusing, and you know what? It's human nature that a lot of the times it's relaxing. And one of my favorite train wrecks is Teresa Arasheben, and she has 3 channels. So I watch Teresa Arasheben, Teresa's Life, and her 3rd channel. And I'm not going to do memes on her like other YouTubers do. I'm not going to do cartoon versions of her. I'm not going to make fun of her. But I watch her a lot. I watch her a lot. Her train wreck demeanor is very entertaining. And I think that she's lost. I don't think she's a bad person, but I think that she's lost. And some people learn in life and some people don't. And my opinion is I don't think she's ever going to learn. That's just me. So, text coming in. At any rate, recently she's gotten on YouTube and she's made reveal videos. That's what I call them. About guys that she finds on Tinder. I wouldn't go on Tinder. I don't think so. At this point. But, and she talks really bad about them. And my conclusion and everybody's conclusion, if you have eyes, ears, and a brain, is that she's been rejected a lot by these guys. They won't even have a one-night stand with her. I don't think it's just because she makes vlogs talking about them. I think it's because there's a certain way about her that she's a turn off to them. I'm very analytical. I analyze things. I watch people. I'm a people watcher. I, just in real life, outside, on videos. And when you do that and you're not part of a situation, you have, you have an objective perspective. So you can see things clearly. And I see them. And I think it's wrong of her to get up on a video and talk about all this because she's highlighting the fact that she's been rejected. And nobody likes rejection. Even if you're masochistic. I mean, you don't like rejection, nobody does. Even if you don't have a big ego. I mean, everybody has ego, but it's to certain degrees. But she really lowers herself, and she not only gets flaked on, she gets stood up, she gets ghosted, and she talks about it. And when I spoke with her, she told me that's her outlet, that's how she vents, and that's absolutely understandable. Again, it's so much about it is human nature, but then you start to really lower yourself in other people's view. And you might say, well, people shouldn't seek validation from others, and so who cares what other people think of you? But she's on YouTube for a reason, for validation. She wants validation. And my thing is this. If people are rejecting you, if men are rejecting you, or women are rejecting you, or both, I don't know, whichever way you swing, or whichever ways you swing, don't chase them. Don't give them a second chance. And don't be bitchy to them. Not for them, but for yourself. Why give them the time of day? If somebody ghosts you in any type of relationship, first of all, the problem is with that person, okay? Not so much with you, but with that person. I've made a video, and it's called Breadcrumbing is the New Ghosting, because that's what it is. When people throw you bits and pieces, they're really not interested in you. And it's not going to get better. So chasing them, begging for people's approval, and begging for love never works. I mean, I think this has happened to 95% of people in the entire world. They've been ghosted, they've been thrown crumbs, they've been screwed, they've been effed. But it's all in how you handle things. And you know what they say? life isn't about what happens to you but what you do about it and how you react and how you handle it. And it took me a very long time to learn that myself, I admit it. But you need to learn at some point before it's too late. And why? And I say before it's too late because I'll use Teresa Arasheben as an example. And she's talked about this. She has a lot of STDs. When you take up with the wrong people, and wrong people are the ones who mistreat you, who abuse you, whether through their silence or whether through their aggressive behavior, ghosting, breadcrumbing, any kind of mistreatment in relationships, those are the wrong people for you. But when you go after them, you have to figure out what's wrong with you that you would go after them. Or you would keep giving them chance after chance. I think the first time it happens, you have to face reality and decide within yourself, you're not going to give them the time of day after that. They had their chance. And when you come across bad people, wrong people in your life, it's not just the way they treat you, it's what's going to happen to you from that point on. These people, especially with the prevalence of HPV has been an epidemic for a long time, but everybody's just now realizing that it's been an epidemic, so they think it's only become an epidemic recently. No, it became an epidemic a long time ago, so now it's really, really more widespread than ever. So with the prevalence of HPV, these types of people who abuse you or mistreat you, they're not the type of people who are going to disclose things about themselves to you either. So if you keep on keeping on with them and you do have a sexual relationship with these people, it only takes once. You're going to catch an STD. It's inevitable. This is just truth and reality. And she's had a very troubled life. I've had a troubled life. A lot of us have. But you can't just think of today. You have to think of tomorrow. And I know it's hard when you're in it. Sometimes it's not, but it feels impossible when you're so close to a situation that you can't think clearly. But maybe in that one heat of the moment, if you really think about this, what is this going to mean for me down the road? What is this going to mean for me down the line? Because I stopped and I thought about stuff. How am I going to react to how somebody treats me? Is that person worth my future? Is that person worth my mental, emotional, and even more important, this is more important, my physical health and my future? And more than that, do you want to keep going and going until they've taken everything from you and you have nothing left to give should you meet the right person down the line? No. The right answer is no. But hey, we don't always do the right thing. And I'm going to interject something. If you're eating only egg whites, which actually have more protein than egg yolks, they're just not as tasty as egg yolk. It's good to have a little side indulgence. Sabritones. I had to go to 3 different stores today to find these. I don't know why, because they're so common. I was angry. I wasn't just angry. I was actually mad for like 10 minutes because I had to like drive from store to store. And the health food store, of course, doesn't carry these. So I was like, I want my snacks. I just call them my snacks. They're fake pork rinds. I detest any type of pork anyways. I've never had it and I never will. But they're fake pork rinds. They look like pork rinds, right? From what I've seen of pork rinds, they have the same look and texture and even color. There's a huge difference. Okay, so my thighs were getting stuck to the metal poles of this table. Oh my god. I love my bacon. This is so good. You know how I made these? See? I made these by taking the organic turkey and slicing the already circular slices of turkey breast into strips and then frying it in avocado oil. So I try to add minimal avocado oil, but I found that if you try to fry something without oil, even if it's in a non-stick pan, and non-stick pans are not the best thing because they have so many chemicals, but that's what I was using. They don't really fry that well, so you have to add the oil. And I was starving when I got home today. And I couldn't wait to eat these and drink this. Normally, I drink tea, hot tea, and hot coffee. Yeah, hot coffee through a straw because I don't want to stain my teeth. But I decided to forego the straw today. Well, for now. The rest of the day, I'm going to use a straw. Eating and drinking healthy is not the same as eating and drinking unhealthy, but it's always worth it. To me, it is, you know. And I've always been a healthy person, but I became enlightened in the last few years. So I do take it to the extreme. But believe me, there are people who take it to a far more left than I ever have. So, I mean, those people are not only vegan, but they don't eat half the food that real vegans eat. Like, they really limit themselves. They come from Dr. Sebi's school of health. And I'll say this again, God bless Dr. Sebi's soul, because he was, I think, the foremost authority on health. He was one of the best. I truly looked up to Dr. Sebi. And here I am today with my bacon, which is turkey. Dr. Sebi would not like that at all. So I love this. It's so good. So, going back to ghosting and breadcrumbing. Oh God, my teeth are so sensitive right now. They've been sensitive for a while. I don't know why. Probably because I grind at night. Like a lot of people. There are a couple so-called dating experts and relationship coaches, so-called, who would say that if a person has ghosted you and they come back out of the blue and they text you even with a vague text. You shouldn't be angry, you shouldn't be aggressive, you shouldn't be rude. You know, you should approach them with from a place of love and understanding. I disagree. The only part I agree with is you shouldn't be angry or aggressive. Don't give it to them like that. But also, don't give it to them at all. If they text you out of the blue, just disregard it and delete the text. And if they continue to text you, text back, who is this? You know? And ask them not to text you anymore. You're not interested. You know, they had their chance. People like that, when they come back out of the blue, it's not because they miss you. It's not because they come to see the error of their ways. It's because they're up to no good, and it's always like that. Sometimes they're not even looking for a one-night stand. Yeah, believe it or not, they're not. They just want attention. They don't even know it's you half the time. They just have your number in their phone, and they're just throwing out a hook. You're nothing to them, and they should be nobody to you. Likewise, you know, keep this rule in mind for yourself, and you can never go wrong. Only give 2 minutes of attention for every 30 minutes of attention that somebody gives you. Really, no matter how much you want somebody, you know, or you think you want somebody. Because if it's somebody like that, then it's for all the wrong reasons, and the reasons originate within yourself. And maybe you need, not maybe, but you really do need to think and investigate. What is it in me that would make me want or be attracted to somebody like that who treats me like that, you know? Somebody like Trisha Paytas, I guess, evidently she never stops to think about that, you know, because she wants this validation, she wants this attention, and she's always getting let down. I think the air of desperation is obvious to men and women, you know, so that's a turnoff. Well, that's one of the reasons, you know. And they're already malignant narcissists, so they're really gonna ghost her. You know, the first problem is with them, and the second problem is with her. No. Whatever, it's her life. She's an adult. I love these utensils. But I treat them as disposable utensils, so I just throw them away. At this point anyway. I only did that to display the crunch. I can't wait to have a couple of these. These are so good. Of course, I'm not going to eat the whole bowl. I'd like to, though. I'm not even going to eat all of this right now. Honestly, what I really want is a big, fat, fluffy, sticky bun with pecans, but I'm not going to. I don't do refined sugar, although this morning I was very close to eating like chocolate with refined sugar. I'm not talking about raw, healthy raw chocolate or cacao nibs, like chocolate. I even picked it up and put it very close to my mouth, but I didn't go through with it. And I do have lapses, like, the thing with me is, like, once I start, I'll go on a 1 week bend, just eating like chocolate, and then I'll regret it later. So this way I feel great when I'm not putting any type of refined sugar in my body or any other unhealthy foods. Like, this is my biggest indulgence today. I had some cheese this morning too, so I'm a weekend vegan. That's my term. So I'm a pretend vegan. No. Going back to relationships, I'll use myself an example. Lately, I've been going to NA meetings, looking for some sort of recovery. And I met a woman there, and I thought, you know, I don't have any female friends really. It would be good, you know, to have some. And I met her, and she really came on strong. Like, she wanted to be my friend. She was very friendly and really all into the friendship thing with me. She ghosted me, but fuck her. You know, I'm not giving her a second chance. It doesn't matter why somebody mistreats you. It's the fact that they mistreat you. And when you are calm and you're not so close to the situation, you need to take, even if you take just an hour or two out, get off that street of desperation, step onto the sidewalk, get off the freeway, go to the sidewalk and think about it. You need to value yourself. And just because somebody else doesn't value you has nothing to do with the fact that you need to treat yourself better. Took me a long time to learn. Tell you this, research is your best friend. And now there's no excuse not to have knowledge. Everything is literally at your fingertips. Just go onto the internet. The internet can be a blessing, can be a curse. Most of the time it's a blessing. You don't have to go to school. And besides this kind of knowledge, universal knowledge, life skills, you could never get in school. You can only get it through experience. And experiences has made me rich. And I'm so thankful for it. I never thought the day would come when I would be able to look at something so close to me so objectively. I never thought the day would come when I could believe in God and I could believe in grace. Ironically, it was one morning when I was really hurting bad. I was hurting so bad here for someone. And it's been 3 months, it's been about 3 months now since him and I. But I got off of that street and I stepped aside to the sidewalk and I asked for the answers. But you have to ask the right question and open yourself up. And I asked, what is it this was supposed to teach me? And what am I supposed to learn from now on? And how am I supposed to learn it? Believe me, in a few days the answers came to me. And I learned about grace, and I learned about belief, and I learned about God's and the universe's love for me. And I really truly am blessed, because that was for the first time in my life I took the moment out to ask, okay, you know what? I give up. I give up trying to make something work that isn't meant to be. But it came into my life for a reason. And what was I supposed to learn from this? And what do I need from now on to change my life? Because doing the same thing and expecting different results Insanity will never work for you. Never. Didn't work for me, won't work for anybody else, won't work for you. But people need to come and see things in their own time, and they'll either see it or they won't. You just need to work on yourself, because it's not what happens to you, it's what you do about it. So remember, everything starts with the alpha. Guys, keep your faith, and your faith will keep you in the best and the worst of circumstances, and it will bring you up like you never expected. It'll bring you up in ways that even you could not ask for. Keep your spirit and keep that energy alive. Okay, see you guys soon. Bye.